When I was a young girl, my mother was attacked by the local militia, who offered to help the family after my father's death. 3 men raped her, and she was told not to tell anyone, or her family would be harmed. She was never the same since then, and I lived in constant fear that something like that would happen to me, but I never could have imagined how it would be like. I felt very blessed for having escaped all this destruction and violence that had taken place. But yet I couldn't forget what I had left behind. I felt full of guilt at leaving my children. I did not even know if they were alive or if they were dead or buried in mass graves. I tried to move on with my life. But still, after working and living here for a few years, I realized that something was still very wrong. I've always had these terrible nightmares about that night when those men came and took my children and killed my husband. And I thought that having these dreams was something normal. For instance, sometimes in the dreams, I dream and I see a tall militiaman walking towards me and my family. And then he tells his fellow soldiers, "Let me show you what we do to these cockroaches." And then he takes his machete and strikes towards me, and then I awaken screaming. And then there are other times in the dreams when I dream of being forced down in the refugee camp by the soldiers. The worst dream is when I see my husband and children. Then I try to run towards them. I run and run, but I cannot reach them. What scared me about these dreams also is that they didn't always happen at night. Sometimes, when I'm walking down the street, I see a man wearing a green army jacket, and I go back to that night. I think it was him when he killed Jean Paul. I forget where I am. People see me and they think I'm easily scared. They think I'm crazy. The strange thing is that I can't even remember a lot of details about all these killings, how I escaped, or how long it took me to get to the refugee camp. And yet I'm haunted by all these things that I cannot remember. For example, sometimes when I see a knife, I start to shake, I tremble, and it takes me forever to calm down. And other times, say, I see a man walking towards me, and I know deep down inside of me that I have to keep away from him. People laugh at me because they say I'm easily scared. But you tell me, how can you not be easily scared when all these things happen to you?